Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with our realistic series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a note of that because we're not going to use the soybeans at the moment. I'm going to jot down 2,500 soybeans and I will remove that. So I have rounded up there, but I mean, it's not a huge amount. It's like 25 litres, but I'm rounding up. I'm actually removing more than I would otherwise. So unfortunately, we've got some pests gone into the soybeans, and we've had to lose 25% of our soybeans in total, which I will deal with once I've finished doing the recording, and I can change that over. Let's go and have a quick run down here and see what the chickens are looking like this fine morning. We have this many eggs, 1366. I haven't quite got one pallet of eggs in here. Still on 60 chickens. Oh! The penny drops. If you have a look, if you have a look at the animals, the health is on 0, so therefore reproduction is on 0. So we have our 60 chickens and they're still producing the eggs, but they're not going to reproduce unless we have got the protein in there. If we have the protein, then the health will go up and then they will be able to reproduce. And I'm assuming that other animals will be the same. So we could buy a small number of other animals and they get the protein food into them and they're able to reproduce. Alright, I like this. I like this a lot. I think this is a really cool aspect. I'm quite looking forward to doing more of that. And there is our red lettuce. We've got we got 3 pallets of red lettuce now. There's 500 litres per pallet. Yeah, this is looking cool. I like this. I like this a lot. Busy snowing at the moment. Now, is there anything else that I need to do this month other than try and get some money? We desperately need some money now, don't we? Like, I've got these crops here that maybe I could do something with. I've got some oats there. We had a few more oats come in. We have got a lot of potatoes. Technically, we don't want to sell potatoes for another month. If we're going to sell some, I guess we could sell a trailer load or two. That's going to get us a bit of cash. I mean, if I'm going to do anything with, like, oats... What are the oats? That's... Now is the oats. Yeah, 700. We're up to 700. I think that's about as high as it's going to get for oats. Let's speed the time up a little bit, and we'll just see what that is going to end up coming out at. I reckon it probably not going to go very much higher than that. Red lettuce in here is busy quickly using up all the stuff in there. The pallets are just about finished, but I've got a load of pallets up here, so I'm quite happy with how things are going with those. So these pallets here, pretty soon they're gonna all be run out, and then that'll be that. This is gonna last a little while. That's also good. Right, it's now 12 o'clock. Let's go back and have a look at the prices. That's gone up to 700 at the grain station. It is still at 700. It's getting higher, actually. I don't think it's going to go much more than that. So we will slow this down now. I'll put that down to about 5 times speed. And I'm thinking that, yes, it would be nice to, like, be able to process some of the grains and stuff into flour and things like that, but I don't have the ability to do that at the moment, and I definitely don't have the money for that. I've got, like, 200 at the moment. So if I was to go and take my lorry and get my trailer hooked on and go and get some oats loaded into it, we will take that off to the selling station and we will sell. Now, I'm thinking, I know that it would be playing the system. If I keep 10,000 litres of every crop in storage, it's playing the system when it comes to my random events and everything, isn't it? That is absolutely 100% playing the system. If I keep 10,000 litres in each, so that I've got more options for when things might go wrong. I freely admit that would be playing the system, and maybe I shouldn't be doing it like that. I don't know what the rest of you think. This one in here, I can put grain in. It just says grain. It just says grain. Is there... Oh! I can use oats in here. Apparently I can't use barley. But we want barley for something... I'm pretty sure there was barley was wanted in something else, wasn't there? It's not the fertilizer. No, the seed master. The seed master requires barley to be able to make our own seeds, which we want to do. We want to be able to make everything that we can ourselves on here. But this one uses oats. Right. There's a good reason for keeping back 10,000 litres of oats. I have a valid excuse now. There's a valid reason. I'm not going to game the system. I'm not going to game the system that we've got here. Like, I could potentially keep 10,000 of everything so that I'm less likely to get a big hit on something bad, but I'm not... that does feel a bit cheaty to me. So I'm not going to do that. What I will do, though, is I'll stop this at around 23,000 litres, because that way I'm keeping 10,000 litres to feed the chickens with. And that, I feel, is quite valid. I think that is quite acceptable to go and do that. So there's 13,000 has gone in. I want 23, I said. That is 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23,000. There we go. Right, so that will leave us with 10,195. Okay, that's perfect. And then, where am I going with this? 701 now. Grain station. Where is the grain station? I hope it's not one of these. Right, it's not over there. That's the one that we can't escape from. Debris crusher up there. Fallow, cooperative. No, is it? Plain distributor, distribution, lime, debris, vehicle shop. Coronella. Methane station. Grain station, right there. Okay, to get to that one, through the town is probably our best route. Either that or I go out along the track up next to our field. Ooh, I can go across... let's try going across the river. And out that track there, and out onto the road up the top. And then we'll come back along the actual road. So I'm going to go out this way. Swing on round here. We want to put the cover on. So this is going to get us... I just drove right over that old wheel there. That's probably not the best thing to go and do. This is going to get us a little bit of cash, which is going to help out rather nicely with keeping things going. Yeah, this is really not the way that you would go treating an Arctic lorry. You just end up with trouble trying to do this in real life. It's not the way to behave. And there's the grain station. I can see it just down the bottom of the hill. Run out along here. Go and sell this. So this is going to get us a little bit of money. We might actually... it's 700 per 1,000 litres, so we're going to be looking at close to 20,000 from this. So I would say that would allow us to get the seed for the other greenhouses. So we can take, well, it doesn't matter what trailer we take. We can take a trailer down and we can go and get the seed there. And it'll be, it's not this one, that's, oh, that's, we can buy horses in there. I'm not buying horses. I have no interest in buying horses. And, we have another eternal trap in here. This is slightly frustrating because I'm going in here like that and now I'll never ever be able to get out again. Well, I will. I'll just have to wait until the morning. I don't really want to do that though. That's not how we do things. Okay, no, stop there. And then I'm going to unload in here. It'd be nice to be able to process stuff later on. That would be one option that we could do. So it's 16,420 right there. It gives me 16,000 euros, which is still not a huge amount of money. And I've got a lot of things that I'm going to want to be buying and doing and so on. We're probably going to need to buy more fertilizer at some point. I'm not really sure at the moment. We're going to want So I'll seed for the greenhouses, because there's not a lot that we're going to do between now and the spring. So if I can get some seed for the greenhouses, I've then got most of December and all of January and then half of February as well producing at the greenhouses, which will get us some money that we can then go and use, which I think would be an excellent idea. Now, the only way I can escape from here is to bring another vehicle up, or I'll need to reset my lorry, because if I do this, there is absolutely no possible way to escape from here. I have given it my best. What I'm going to do, actually, is I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to take that one. There. And I'm going to reset that. Yes. Okay. And then I'm going to have that one there. I'm going to reset that one as well. Yes. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down to it, down here, and I want to buy a few more pallets of vegetable seeds so that I can put them into the greenhouse. Just 1 second. If we go to the greenhouse itself, and I click on watermelon right there, and I click on vegetable seed, I can buy. And I've actually got the upgrade, so we are able to upgrade the greenhouses as well. But yeah, I'm just going to buy, rather than buying it down here in pallets, I'm going to buy it here like this. Buy 1,000 vegetable seeds for 1,799. I think that is actually more expensive. Say no a minute. I'm pretty sure that is a lot more expensive. Let me have a look in here. Yeah, it is these pallets. It is way more expensive. If I buy them here, it's 210 euros for 420 litres. So, yeah, maybe 500 per 1,000 litres. Whereas if I'm buying them direct into the greenhouse, that is costing me 1,700 per 1,000 litres. This is probably the better option, even though it's a little bit of a hassle. So I'm going to buy, I don't know, like 20 of these. I said 20 because that would be the two greenhouses. I've actually bought 22. So I can definitely fill all three greenhouses, and I'm just sort of going on the assumption that my last greenhouse, well, the only one, the red lettuce one, has used 420 litres of seed already. It probably hasn't. So what I'm actually going to have is a tiny little bit of seed left over, which is maybe not very good planning, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. But we do need to load each of these up like this individually. That gives me 9,240 litres of seed, which I will now just jump around a little bit, and we will run back up to the greenhouses, and we will put this into those. So that's going to be all three greenhouses, which means I will need to go and get a little bit more water. I've got some water in one of them, so I'll be able to start that one up, but the third greenhouse has got no water at all in it yet, so I'll need to go and put a little bit in there. And I've been thinking, because I said, you know, I possibly wouldn't do all of the animals. I wasn't sure. I know a lot of you said you didn't want me to be focusing on the animals, but animals are built into the maps, and it's all part of the whole La Coronella experience. So I'm thinking that I'm actually going to add... I will do all of the animals. I won't necessarily do very much for all of the animals, but I will at least do some to all of them. So we'll get a few pigs, we'll get a few sheep, and we'll get a few cows, so that we can experience all of the different animal things that we've got here. Possibly, very, very highly unlikely, possibly, I might consider getting horses as well, but I don't like horses. I don't like using the horses in-game. I find them to be a bit of a jolly nuisance. Right, I have 270 litres of seed left, so I've actually used up half of one pallet so far. The red lettuce right here is doing an absolutely wonderful job of doing stuff. This, you've got nothing. This one here, I can activate that one straight away. So that one can now start up. We can start having some watermelons. And I'll just shut you off there a second until you've used up a little bit. And I'm going to go and get 13,000 litres of water out of the river. Pretty sure that's the only place that we can go and get water at the moment. I mean, maybe there's another place. I'm sure there must be some other way of getting water. But right now, that's the one that we will use. Is just down over here. You've got, oh yeah, you've got. I'm slowly getting used to finding my way round our yard and everything else that we've got. Now, do I have the ability, the skill level required to reverse this one into the river? I've already turned too far that way, which I didn't want to do. We need to just bring that one up ever so slightly. Now, correct. Let's give some lights. There. Keep correcting. And no, you're going the wrong way. We need to bring you over, but don't overcorrect. The problem is correcting too hard. I've possibly already ruined it. No. If I had to go all the way across, I've definitely gone way too far there. But I'm hoping... Yeah, there we go. Right, I can load this one up here. I've got water for this one. We'll dump as much as we can into this greenhouse. There, like that. And then we can... I was going to get rid of the auto opening mod. I completely forgot to do that. I know which one it is. I completely forgot to go and remove it. Hopefully we won't actually have any issues with it today, but I'll see if I can remember. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jot this down a minute. Auto open gates. There, I've now got it on a post-it note. If it's on a post-it note, it's safe forever. Usually, if I put something on a post-it note, it's so safe forever that it never actually gets viewed by human eyes again. But we won't go into that. We don't need to mention that bit. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's there's no issues. There's nothing to see here, folks. Right. So I've now got 3 greenhouses in theory that we should... Oh, also, I have gone and altered the soybeans, so we've lost the 2,500 that we for our random event, and we want to go into here. So we've got melons right there, pallets, vegetable seeds, manure, and water is all full, but we're not actually doing anything. So if we activate that one, we're now growing melons. And then the wood pallets over here, they're still making some pallets. We've got a few kicking around. We'll come back and get some of them later. The red lettuce is busy working away. We've got 29 right there. And then we've got watermelons over here, and there's 43 there. We could do with a little bit more water for that one. We won't worry about it at the moment. We'll just leave that. There isn't really anything else that we need to do this month. Like the other stuff, the wood planks, yes, we don't have anything going on there, but that was not really important, and I don't want to be focusing on doing loads of that for any of this series. Over here, we have got 1,500 grain in for our 60 chickens. They're not going to reproduce until we have protein food in for them. And it says 0 eggs right there, which I'm thinking means that they've just got eggs spawned out on the pallet, and there's not actually any in stored, would be my guess. So we've got 1 pallet right there of 1,400, and we've got another there of 27. Prices. I mean, we could go and sell the pallet of eggs. Honestly, I don't really think it's worth it. I mean, technically, they're at the highest price that they will be. Right now, the distribution center is selling at buying at 1,400, which is pretty good. I do have that little... You know what? Let's go do it. Like, the distribution center. I mean, the annoying thing about the distribution center is that that's going to be one of those ones with the annoying gates, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, well, there's not a lot that we can do about that. We won't worry about it. Let's back up here. grab hold of you. You know what I think we'll do? Next time, instead of trying to mess around with the lorry and the big trailer trying to get those pallets moved, we'll just use the little trailer and shunt them around. We'll dump the pallets out somewhere, and we'll do it like that. It's going to be a lot easier. That's what this trailer is for. It's for shunting around the yard and making our life easier. That telegraph pole right there, that power pole, whatever it is, it's either a telegraph pole or a electricity pylon. Well, pole. I have a feeling that's telegraph rather than anything else. It's a very inconvenient place to put it anyway. It is extremely inconvenient being right there. I don't like it. Now, this distribution centre, that one right there, that's the one in town, I think. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay, so that's where we want to go with these couple of eggs. We get the best price possible for them right now, so we might as well go and take them. Ooh. Let's just have a quick look. What is the price? I don't think I've got any melons. They're February. Those are also February, and the red lettuce is also... Alright, so we'll leave those, but the eggs will run them down now, and we'll sell these, and then we can come back. So I just need to run into town and get these. Get these delivered. We have got a nice plot right in there that we'd be able to use to build a factory or something. We might do that. Not sure at the moment. It's definitely a kind of might rather than definitely will. Let's go and have a look in here. Okay, so we come in here. We get locked in here permanently forever and ever. And we sell our pallet of eggs. And then we can get out. We just got to wait until morning before we can escape our prison cell in here. And boom. Right, job done. We got 2,063 euros, which may not seem like a lot, but it's not, you know, it's better than a kick in the teeth. And also, as we expand things a little bit later on, you know, maybe we can get a bit more stuff. Still, quite a few people have said that they would like me to do a little bit of all of the animals on the map. So, go and buy the cattle area, the sheep area, the pig area, and do some stuff with that. So, I've been wondering whether or not I should do a bit of grass. Now, I'm still planning on doing this as corn, and doing corn silage up there. Yes, if we were to grow grass and do 3 cuts of grass, you could put more silage in there, but from a single cut, you get more from the corn. Across the span of a year, you get more volume in silage if you use grass to do it, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to be doing this like 3 or 4 times. Just getting some silage up there. Maybe we'll use a bit of that to make some silage for cows or something. I'm not quite sure. I'm very likely going to put Field 35 back into grass at some point. Now, I'm going to leave this one right here. Not going to do anything else with it. We're going to jump up here to... I think this one's probably closest to our house, if I can get round that pole right there. And we're going to go and get a little bit of sleep. Pole vault over there. And have us a snooze. Right. And then in the morning, it'll be January. So it's March is the season change, so that's when we're going to need to roll our dice again and do another random event. To be honest, there isn't a lot going to be happening between now and then. We've got some snow on the ground. Do we have something that we could go and just do a little bit of having fun? Not this year. Not this year. We won't do that at the moment. I do like to occasionally go and take something and drive around and do donuts in the snow, that kind of thing. And it is a lot of fun. It is absolutely a lot of fun, but it's not something that I want to do right now. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over to this one down here. We need to wait until 9 o'clock so the gates open and let us out, and then we can drive this one back home again. The other thing was... Oh no, that's down to the digestate, isn't it? Yeah, well, we've bought manure already. We just need the digestate from making our silage so that we can make ourselves fertilizer here that we can go and use. I was wondering whether I should use something slightly different for that, but I think we'll stick with the La Coronella items that we've got on the map, and we'll use those for doing all the different things that we want to make. And because there is another couple of mods that are actually pretty good. Yeah, like, well, we've got extended pig food and other things, but we'll use the low Coronella ones for making all of the items that we want on this map where we can. So I will put in that little proviso in there. It's where we can. We will do it where we can. Potato production. All right, that's interesting. The potato processing doesn't work on this map. It doesn't have any outputs. And the potato production doesn't have any outputs listed either. Some maps don't seem to have outputs listed. That one's got an output. One output listed. This one doesn't have any. It's really quite remarkable. Like this one here, there is none of the potato items listed on the outputs, and the same with that one. And I suspect that there's going to be several others that will do something similar. I don't know why they do that, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's not something that we're going to be using. There, straw processing. It's another one. That one doesn't have any outputs on this map. So some maps change products, outputs, and so on. They also apparently change the way the some of the other mods work as well, which is a little strange to me. It does seem a bit odd. I don't know why it does it. I think it's something to do with the way that the maps utilize certain crops. It's cool being able to use all the new crops and stuff, and we've got everything that we need from here. And like this one's added in compost. There's a couple of other bits that they've added as well. The protein feed right there that we need so the animals can breed. That's another one. Now, there is... here it is. It's these. Fertilizer production. If you just have digestate, or just have manure, or just have slurry, you can turn them straight into fertilizer. So that could, in theory, be another option, but I don't think that we're going to use it on this one. Fish farming. Ooh. So we can actually do fish farming. You know, I said that we've got this nice open area in here, which clearly did have some stuff in there, but doesn't at the moment. I could build fish farms in here. There's a 150... Okay, that's a little bit excessive. This not quite going to fit in there. So, okay, that's even more excessive. Yeah, we can't fit those in there, but we can fit these. We can put individual tanks in. I kind of prefer that one, to be honest. I think it looks really cool. Right, anyway, we can't get that at the moment. Possibly I'll do fish farming, but I really don't know. Now, I want to escape. Gates have opened. We have escape likely and planned and, well, not necessarily planned. There's a lot of snow falling. It never seems to actually stop around here. So we can escape out of here. The gates will close after us. As long as we can get out, it's all right. And we're on the 2nd day of December. There is still nothing actually that I want to do. I just need to make sure the greenhouses have got water when I get back up there, and that's about it. We'll skip on through until January. It is the cold, dark depths of winter. Snow's on the ground. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.